I'm a sous chef, and I work at a pretty high-end country club. This past weekend, one of the rich board members who always complains came in to eat. He's so particular that usually only the head chef cooks for him. Well, this time I was the one who made his meal, and he told the waitress it was the best pork chop he's ever had. She came back and told me right in front of the head chef and the rest of the crew. Felt pretty damn good. Cooked in a kitchen for 15 years and I know that feeling firsthand, and feels great when it does happen. I can speak 6 languages. I speak 7. Hyper-polyglot buddies, fist bump. I won MVP my first year of inline hockey, and won league MVP my first year of ice hockey. You're amazing. I create the best Excel spreadsheets. Would you say it's something you excel at? I won my first amateur boxing match. I made the other side throw in the towel. Feels great. Amazing, congrats. Just moved back home after 3 years of traveling and adventuring. I've ticked off a plethora of bucket list items. In that time I've also managed to remain debt free, COVID free, healthy, and am now in the best situation I have ever been in financially. My mental health is the best it's ever been, and I've never had more drive and motivation in life. This sounds like a dream. If you don't mind me asking, how were you able to do this financially? I'm one of the best drummers in my part of the country. I'm the best drummer in my part of the country too. I mean, my part of the country is restricted to my own house, but still. I packed carrots instead of junk food for my lunch today. I keep reading everyone's comments, and I'm having a crappy day. I just don't feel like I have anything at all to brag about. Unfortunately, I didn't even pack lunch today, but reading this was a reminder to give myself credit for the little wins as much as for the big ones. Everyone is in their own journey. I can do 50 push-ups in a row. Soon you'll want to do 51. It never ends. Graduated from a top university with a mathematics/engineering degree. Also got a job lined up. Not specifically the field I want, but way better than having no job. Sweet. I fell off a cliff once, over 25 feet, and didn't have a scratch on me. How many bones did you break though? After nearly 20 years I'm debt free. Isn't it like 80% of Americans are in like over $100,000 worth of debt or something? Either way it's a lot. So being debt free is definitely something worth being proud of. I worked in a factory 10 years ago and convinced myself one day I can quit and start my own business. I now employ 25 people and work most days on my hobbies or spend time with my kids with full financial freedom. Zero help from anybody to get started. That's awesome. I hope you remember what that was like and look after your 25 employees well. I've reached a point in life where I don't care about what anyone else thinks about me. This is the best time in life. You do you, and don't worry about other people's opinions. I guess for finally putting my foot down and cutting off a lot of people. Is this people who will like taking advantage of you? I grew up poor as F*** living in squished apartments with a bunch of siblings. I bought my own house earlier this month. Nice. Congratulations. I'm sober. I have a home. I have a loving relationship with an amazing woman and wife. I'm stable at my job. I'm happy. I didn't have any of those with a heroin needle in my arm. 4 years 17 days clean and sober. I have one life. Anything from here is a bonus. I didn't think this was possible, nor did I think I could do it and love myself. Make sure the woman and wife never meet each other. I regularly get straight A report cards. Keep up the good work. I'm higher educated in the Japanese language than my native language, English. I went from 0 to fluent enough to pass Japanese university entrance exams in a little over a year. What? That's crazy. I don't have car, I don't have house, but I also don't have debt. I'm not rich, just middle class, but I have so many free time. I only work 10 to 15 hours per week. This free time feel luxury for me. It's more valuable than money. I live near the beach, be able to surf 2 to 3 times a week. What do you do for work? I got the chance to perform at the bitter-ending Greenwich Village in New York. So many famous people have performed there. It's not necessarily a big deal, but it means a lot to me. Nah, hell yeah, it's a big deal. That's amazing. You should feel proud of yourself. I've been saving and investing some of every paycheck since my 20s and now have a net worth of about 1.9 meters. Do you have any advice on how to get into investing? There's so much info out there. I feel like every time I try I start in the wrong place. I just can't seem to understand. And using free apps just feels like there's something I'm not being told and setting myself up for failure. I'm in 8th grade and I'm taking trig for 10th graders at a gifted high school, US. Nice. Trig can get difficult past Sockatoa, but is really fascinating at the same time. My wife and I sold our house at the top of the market. We lived there for 3 years and got every mortgage payment we made plus a little back in profit. And everyone I knew was saying I bought it at the top of a bubble, but I just had a good feeling. I'm starting a new career, truck driving, and making awesome money for the first time in my life. I learned a new trick dealing with some of my anxiety-inducing thoughts and it's been helping me feel better. I dropped my last vice, nicotine, over a month ago. No drugs for me anymore, not even caffeine. Just out of curiosity, what's your anxiety trick? Beat homelessness, beat the needle, beat meth, beat heroin and fentanyl, survived multiple overdoses, coma, beat paralysis, went back to college, and started my career. Now I'm the sole provider of my wife and 3 kids with another on the way. Took me 5 years to pull my head out my asterisk, but I fucking made it. Can't stop me. Congrats. Sounds like you've worked your off to build the life you want and deserve it. For 15 years I've had this image in my head of what my dream woman would be like. She would be super hot, OBV, a mad keen climber, a mad keen cyclist, walker, adventurer, hard as nails, creative, spiritual, financially independent and most importantly on my wavelength. However, I don't really meet that many women, especially like this. I didn't think they existed. However, 2 months ago I just bumped into this exact woman on the crag and now we are inseparable. Feels amazing. The crag? What is that? My Muay Thai trainer said my skills have gotten really good and I'm getting way better.